Our future is digital. That much is beyond debate. But how deep does this change penetrate our lives? Well, according to the global customer experience platform Birdeye, it goes to the heart of every local brand and business. Birdeye digitizes the customer experience for all, putting the local economy on par with the e-commerce giants, bringing them into a future of automation and AI, a world that revolves around the customer rather than the business. I'm Andrew Wilson, and I sat down with Birdeye Chairman and CEO Naveen Gupta to talk about the future of the digital customer experience. Naveen, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. First of all, tell me a bit about Birdeye.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for having me in Davos. I'm really excited representing Birdeye at a global stage. Birdeye helps businesses with customer experience software. In short, we help local brands and businesses go digital.
And what we're hearing this year, particularly in Davos, is our future is digital. You talk about digital customer experience. What do you mean by that?
Digital customer experiences, they're a collection of touch points in the buyer journey. So whether you are buying a car or you are seeing a doctor, there are a series of interactions that businesses have with consumers. Some of those interactions are human to human. So for example, when you go to a doctor and you interact with front office staff, that's human to human. Some of the interactions though are purely digital. For example, when you want to pay your bill and you pay through text, that's an example of a purely digital interaction. The world is moving toward digital interactions. Now, when you guys talk about advancements in digital at conferences like Davos, you're really referring to big tech companies. For example, FANG companies, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. These are the type of companies that were born digital. It's very different. Now, when you have to make a shift to digital, it is very hard. And it's hard because they don't have the time or the resources to go digital. What makes it worse is that they have outdated technology. Take the case of Southwest's recent operational meltdown. So Southwest has been a beloved brand for multiple decades. They were known for customer service. They're happy and engaging flight attendants and pilots. They thought it was enough, but it was not. Their outdated technology, it eroded 30 years of brand loyalty in just 3 days.
And what about local businesses? Can they also join this changing trend?
Sure. When you think about local businesses, you think about you are walking down the street, the businesses that you see there, your dentist, the pizza shop, the home mortgage. These businesses, they don't have the teams or the time to go digital. These businesses, they started in a non-digital manner. Take the case of a dentist. So how did you find your dentist? You typically asked for a referral from a coworker. You picked up the phone, you made an appointment with the dentist. You went in there, you stand in the front office, you fill forms, you see the dentist. On your way out, you write a check, you make the next appointment. This entire process is quite inefficient. If you think about consumers today, most of the consumers, they want Amazon-like convenient experiences from every business. So how do I look for a dentist today? I go to Google and I search for a dentist. I look at the dentist and I pick the one that has the best ratings. I immediately make an appointment online and I get a confirmation on my calendar. I hate filling forms. When I go see the dentist, afterwards, I pay using text to pay. I don't pay at the counter. I use text to pay. So unfortunately, the local businesses today, they're not ready to provide these sort of convenient experiences that big tech companies have trained the consumers to expect.
What's driving this shift?
This shift to digital has been happening for a while, but the shift has been slow, and some of the industries have been lagging behind. But the recent Black Swan event changed everything. COVID changed everything. During COVID, we could not get out. You could not see your doctor, you could not visit restaurants, you couldn't even buy groceries. And what that did was, it really made the businesses react and go digital. I remember yoga over Zoom, visits to the doctor virtually, curbside pickups, ordering food using QR code, you name it. There was a recent survey from McKinsey, and that survey said that COVID accelerated the digitization of experiences by 3 to 4 years. 65% of the experiences now, they're all digital.
So what I'm getting from you is that local businesses can't afford to ignore this.
Yeah, so it's simple. Like local businesses need to go digital just to stay in business. They don't have a choice. If you think about local businesses, they don't run on a cash burn model. They don't have VCs backing them. They don't have millions of dollars supporting them. For them to stay in business, they need to have customers and they need to run an efficient business. Now, put yourself in the shoes of a business. If you are a local business, if you are not on Google, Google is now the new storefront. If you are not on Google's page 1, you don't even exist. Can you imagine that? You don't even exist. Now, if a customer is searching for you and you don't have the best reviews, you don't get chosen. Convenience is king. So if you don't offer convenient features like 24/7 appointment, web chat, the ability to pay using text, if you don't offer these services, somebody else will, and the consumers will choose that business over you.
I want to go back over one thing that Birdeye does, which is the sort of review system. So what you call the shared customer experience, where people can go onto Birdeye and find out how other consumers got on with that service.
Yeah, so Birdeye, when you think about Birdeye, what we do is our vision is to help businesses thrive in this modern world. We provide them with intuitive, innovative, and integrated tools which have embedded AI and automation to help them with their customer interactions. Reviews is part of it. So we provide them the same technology that until now was only afforded by e-commerce brands, and we bring them to local brands and businesses. So you may have heard this word, bricks and mortar. We convert bricks and mortar to clicks and mortar. We provide them an all-in-one solution that helps manage all their customer interactions digitally. It could be reviews, it could be referrals, it could be listings, it could be appointments, it could be payments, it could be surveys. We provide all of these services in a single platform. We recently launched social media to help these multi-location businesses manage their social media presence across all their locations and on all their sites. Today, we have about 100,000 businesses using Birdeye every day to provide great experiences to 100 million users.
So there you are. You're on the cutting edge, clearly. What do you think, Naveen Gupta, what do you think the future looks like?
Well, I think the future is very bright, incredibly bright. It's a new world. This world sort of, revolves around the customer, not the business. The world in the past revolved around the business. Now it revolves around the customer. And that's a great thing. Happy customers equal happy businesses. I personally think, there will be 3 key trends in future. One is AI everywhere, automation everywhere, and the third one will be a little controversial, the death of marketing.
That is controversial. One after the other. Talk me through those 3 issues.
Sure. So let's talk about AI everywhere. In the past 20 years or so, we have talked about the promise and the fear of robots taking all of our jobs, at least the most tedious ones. But the reality has been, because of the lack of computing power, it's not been true. Even the AI chatbots have only been able to offer the very basic services to the consumers in terms of answering their questions or offering them customer experiences. But that is going to change. With the increase in computing power, you will have innovations like ChatGPT that will come to the forefront. For those technologies to be relevant to everyday businesses, the businesses that we just talked about, it's going to be really important for us to understand the customer in depth. And I'm not talking about understanding the customer's name, age, or demographics. I'm talking about understanding every single touch point between the customer and the business. Okay. So now when you think about automation, again, businesses, one of the unfortunate outcomes of the pandemic was there was a severe shortage of staff for these local businesses. They have to automate a lot of their workflows. So whether it is sort of everyday workflows like making appointments, sending reminders, reviews, referrals, surveys, even answering missed phone calls, all of those things need to be automated.
The one I like, and the one I want to get to, is death of marketing, because that's a new one.
Sure. So, when I say death of marketing, I don't really mean marketing will go away totally. What I mean is it will radically change. So when you think about marketing, we are already seeing third-party cookies are gone. Businesses are no longer able to snoop on customer data for their segmentation and personalization. We also see ads and billboards are not as effective. When you think about customers, they're not looking at TV ads to select businesses. They are going to Google and they are selecting the businesses with the best reputation, and they are choosing businesses that way. So when you think about the job of a CMO, it will evolve to a CXO, which means they will have to focus a lot more on experience. They'll become a chief experience officer. They'll have to focus a lot on experience, and these ads will give way to reviews and referrals. So you take care of your customers, they'll take care of your marketing.
Naveen, final thought then, is this your idea of a brave new world?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Birdeye is helping businesses stay a step ahead to meet the future.
Great talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.